Company. Fine menswear since 1853.
All right, the Brier begins, can you believe it, already Saturday in Saskatoon. We've got Team Alberta with us here, and we might as well just introduce everybody right off the hop. So we've got, of course, the skip, Kevin Martin, third, Don Walchuk, second, Carter Rycroft. We're just waiting for the camera to catch up with you, Carter. Lead, Don Bartlett, and then coach, Jules Owchar. And you know what, we also start with the big nut right off the hop. Kev, what have you guys been doing? Keep sharp, anyway.
Well, we've spent obviously a lot of time practicing lately and try to get prepared mentally and be sharp early in the week. We've got a tough schedule.
What about that tough schedule? Right off the bat, 2 games on Saturday.
2 games, and guess
ones.
what? Howard right off the bat, and then Peter Corner, who destroyed Mr. Madaw in the final in Ontario. So
yeah.
It's kind of a tough day for us, and it's a pretty important day.
What about what you really have been doing, I guess, as far since you won in Medicine Hat? I know you had the Super League, the playdowns and or playoffs. So what else have you been kind of doing?
Well, actually, most of it's just practice and trying to get organized. And being the Saskatoon so close to home, it's there's a lot of family, friends, and all the sponsors and everybody coming to Saskatoon for a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Don Walchuk, a good Saskatchewan boy. You know, they don't come any better than that. Wally, as Kevin was saying, a lot of family and friends coming up. Boy, are you going to be able to kind of stay focused here?
Oh, I think so. I got lots of family coming up, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a good week, and we're just, like Kevin mentioned, we're getting all prepped and making sure everybody's got tickets and so on and so forth. And once we get there, we'll be focused, and hopefully we'll perform well.
Talk about Medicine Hat. We've got, of course, the video coming up here of what happened in Medicine Hat about, what, 3 weeks ago now. Frank Morissette in the final. It was a solid game, and you cracked that 3-ender, and that was the key, I guess, eh, Donnie?
Yeah, he actually he missed the key shot with his first one, and let us get an opportunity to score 3. And after that, we played really well and didn't let him back in at all, and made a lot of great shots, and that was pretty much it. We didn't think that on the ice at the time, but talking to a lot of people after they watched the game, they were saying, well, they thought that was ball game at that point, but we weren't thinking that at that time. But.
You've been to so many provincials. Was that one a little different for you at all, or?
They're all great. Anytime you get an opportunity to go to the Brier, it's terrific. And going home to Saskatoon, where lots of family and friends are, it's gonna be great.
So you've been to a lot of them. Carter Rycroft, that was your first crack at it. What was that like for you in Medicine Hat?
Well, it was probably the greatest moment in my curling career for sure, by far, and just excited to be a part of it.
What are your feelings going into Saskatoon? Obviously, you were nervous for Medicine Hat. It's probably 10 times that, huh?
Oh yeah, it's just accelerated that much more, and hopefully I can keep that under wraps and go out and perform well.
What's it been like hanging around with all these old-timers?
Quite an experience.
They're ready for the senior tour. You're just kind of starting to crack it in here.
Yeah, I got a lot of catching up to do.
Don, you've been with Kevin since, for 10 years now. What's it been like, that run? Has it changed that feeling of how you guys were together, of course, with a different rink with Dan Petrick and early on to now what it is?
It's been great. All the Briers have been different, and this one is it's a little bit more special for me, and that we haven't been back for 3 years. And my goal has always been to win the Worlds, and if we win the Brier and don't win the Worlds, for me that's a failure. So my goal is to top it off by winning the Worlds.
What was it like, I guess, in '97? Is the feeling kind of the same as kind of how you're going in now?
Yeah, it was a pretty good field in '97, and there's 3 or 4 really good teams this year as well. So we're going to have to curl well to win. And I just want to say that curling with these guys, it's Kevin and Don. I mean, to curl with 2 of the greatest curlers probably ever. I mean, these 2 guys are in top 10 ever in Canadian curling, and it's a pleasure, really.
Now, what's funny is the guy that has to keep every U4 Broncos in line is Jules on the end. What's that like? I mean, pretty easy job to coach these guys, huh?
Pretty easy. I've had a lot of practice. I've been 15 years with Kevin now, so I know his ins and outs.
So what do you say to a guy that you've been with so long?
Not too much. Just make sure you open the car doors for them and the doors, and like Sparky Anderson said, don't ruin them.
Well, we got to talk about some milestones coming up, because this is a big thing. There's a few guys that have won 4 Briers. There's only, I think, 3 skips that have won 3 Briers. We got Ron Northcott and Matt Baldwin, and the other one's on my tongue. But you can be another skip to win 3 Briers. What's that feeling like, Kevin?
I didn't actually know that
Well,
until I talked to Jonesy from the Sun this morning.
Yeah, it's Matt Baldwin's, Ronnie Northcott, and Kenny Watson. Ken Watson. Well, the Richardson have won 4, so you've got a chance to go to the
Well, it'd be very special, obviously, if it happened, but we better not rely on that type of thinking. There's a lot of teams that would love to see us not win this one.
And as you say, 11 teams, yeah, look at that. Right on.
Exactly.
Wally, you can be a guy that goes to number 4 Brier championships, of course, with Pat Ryan and the Express so many years ago when you're just a raw rookie. What's that feeling like?
Right now, before I get there, it's kind of a novelty thing, but I think once we get there, I'm not going to be thinking about winning 4 Briers. I'm just going to be thinking about winning the Brier and going on to World Championship and winning that. And I think that's the goal. And from that is the Olympics, which I think is our biggest goal. And that's all we'll be thinking about.
We talked about this last time you were here. This the World Championship thing is a missing piece of the puzzle for you.
Oh, no question, and we've got to clean that up. I know, and you know, it's just the problem is that I guess as long as you get close enough times, it's going to happen, and it's a battle. It's a battle to get there enough times, and hopefully we have one more crack at it.
Talk about your schedule. You leave pretty quick here tomorrow?
Yeah, Thursday morning, and there's all kinds of formalities and stuff, and throw a rock and do the hot shots and so on Friday. So, and then Mr. Howard's will be waiting for us 1:30 Saturday afternoon.
Your schedule is really tough, even the first day, as you say, but the first half dozen games.
Actually, 5. To me, you know, the top 5 teams or supposed top 5 teams. We play in the first 7 games. And so that's hard. If we can come out of that with 5-2, we're looking really good going into the end of the week.
Well, guys, thanks for stopping by. This is great, and good luck in Saskatoon, and do Alberta proud.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right. Kevin Martin's rink off to Saskatoon on Thursday for the Brier on Saturday. When we come back on Sports Night, Kari Webb spinning some success. Spin out of the house, probably.